name is Andy Polland. I'm from Greeley, Colorado. So some of my hobbies include traveling. I've been fortunate enough to be able to go overseas a couple times. Good afternoon, 6th grade.
Good afternoon, Mr. Polland.
Watching sports, I'm a big Broncos fan. Thank you very much. Please be seated. So what were the years, Ashley, that you talked about? 1839, right? I'm constantly moving around the room, and that does a couple different things. It helps me with classroom management. Good. So around that time, all those Latin American countries, they break off and become their own countries. Does that make sense? They're going to stay focused on you and what you're teaching. It simply keeps the energy up in the room. Anderson, what were some of the things we covered?
Some of the things we covered were when they got their independence from Spain.
The very first lesson I taught, the one critique I got was that I stood still up front. And that was the last time I stood still up front. Ooh, what year did they get their independence from Spain? We are tracking. I think the biggest thing with a good social studies curriculum is the analytical skills. Don't remember? I'm not accepting that. You're obviously going to learn the facts, like when is Independence Day, what ancient civilizations were there. 1821, very good. What year was it? 1821, very good. But in studying history and geography, you're developing those analytical skills that are going to help you in the workforce. What else are you missing? My big thing with being a social studies teacher, I'm not here to push an agenda on anybody. History is not just a bunch of spouting out different facts. It's really the story of us, and I think you can gain a lot in your personal life, in your career life, from knowing where this country came from and where it's going. Years of colonial rule made it hard for most of these countries to establish strong economies or democratic governments. People get really into these social topics today, which is awesome to see kids getting into. But you have to make sure you do it in a manner that's constructive to their education. Because we are a smaller school, I'm able to bounce things off of Principal Vaughn, Mr. Avila. What's that other ancient civilization we talked about that was involved in Central America? So I've been able to work with them in kind of developing curriculum and knowing how to deliver that in a way that's not going to be controversial, but also constructive. We're tracking Tanner? The Aztecs, very good. And dealing with the social issues of the time. It's awesome to see that people are getting involved. We are a very diverse nation with a lot of different opinions. So that's really been the big thing for me here, is building my classroom management skills to where I can focus on the art of teaching.